pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Already trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
A little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the FAST Renegade Cup Series season finale from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. We are so glad you joined us here tonight from Homestead. Hello and welcome. My name is JoeTowNetwork, and tonight we are joined by a very special guest. He, of course, is a long-tenured member of our broadcasting team here on JTN, although it's been a while since he's been on the airwaves, the one and only Sean Whitehill. Sean, welcome back to the JTN booth.
Hola. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been, I think, 2021, maybe? It was very early in the JTN days. It's been a while. Glad to be back. Glad to be back for the FAST season finale to sign the championship tonight, Joe.
It's signed a champion, and you see those final 3. They're going to race heads up with each other tonight. The 9 of Randall Coleman, the 18 of Tyler Mallon, the 93 of Jovan Anderson will keep their numbers up there below our ticker so you have no chance of forgetting who those final 3 drivers are here tonight. A small field, though, Sean, here in our championship finale. This, of course, is our FAST Renegade Cup Series Auto Sim 2 race preview. Remember, Auto Sim 2 is now available on Steam. See the 93 going for a spin there in turn 1, but now a cloud of smoke and we can't see anything. But a small field for these championship drivers. You even put a couple laps down in your 96 Ford. What does that mean? Does it maybe put a little less emphasis on qualifying here tonight?
Yeah. See,
He's conflicted, folks.
I'm conflicted. Yeah, I did put down some laps. It's very, very loose getting in. I feel like I don't know, wherever you start, it shouldn't be too bad, because if you're starting up in front, you're out of the bee's nest. Mm-hmm. But if you're starting back there, you can take a little more easy. You don't have to push things. Hold on, had some interference.
Did you bring treats for producer Bristol? I'm being asked that question
yes.
right now. Okay.
Yes, I did. Some good old-fashioned Nutri-Chops.
Oh, those are his favorite. How did you know?
Hey, Bristol's a long-time member of the team. We gotta know at some point.
94 laps here tonight from Homestead, folks. Don't touch that search bar. Don't navigate away from this webpage. You're not going to want to miss it. It's the FAST Renegade Cup Series season finale. Qualifying is currently underway. We'll see those results at the top of our screens. We'd like to encourage you, if you haven't already, to click the like button on the video. Make sure you are subscribed to us here on JTN. Again, doing so helps support us so much. You can also follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, on all those platforms. Same handle. Make it super simple for you. Also, make sure you're following us or subscribe to us here on YouTube on JTN2, Fake Racers podcast content. We had a good video post here on the main JTN channel talking about the implications of a, spoiler alert, Ryan Blaney NASCAR Cup Series championship and what that could mean for the sport. Hey, look at that. I know Sean's pretty happy up here in the booth. We were watching it before the race here tonight, but Ryan Blaney, Cup Series champion.
I must say, as a Blaney fan, I am quite satisfied with how today went.
So have a good video talking about that we talked about last week. We might rehash on it this week on the Fake Racers podcast over on JTN2, but if you want just the quick little clip, you can find it right here on JTN as part of our Fake Racer stages or shorts, or don't know what we're calling them yet. We're still working through some things here in the off season as we prepare for next year now as the NASCAR season is officially over. You're seeing some of those qualifying results. Jovan Anderson on provisional pole for the time being. Now Zach Rogers has leaped to the top of the board. Tyler Mallon second. Jeff Goodpaster third. As qualifying has concluded. Sean, why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
Yes, sir. On the front row, as already pointed out, got Zach Rogers in the 2 car, which is weird to think about how it's not a Team Twansky car. 2 car, and on the outside, championship contender Tyler Mallon. Second row, Jeffrey Goodpaster, and another championship contender, 9-3 of Jovan Anderson. Row 3, you got the 68 of Joshua Moyers, and on the outside, the 41 of Danny Carroll. Row 4 is championship contender. He's got to work his way up a little bit, but I believe he can do it. Mr. Brandon Coleman and Joshua Foreman. Then you got row 5. You got Tyler Stallhood and Cody Luke. And then on the last row, the 09 of Edward Leal.
Only 9 cars tonight? Or 10?
Yeah, I think only 9 cars tonight.
Wow.
Small field, but less interference. A third of this field is bound for a championship. So I know it's not great to have a small field. You know, maybe not quite as entertaining, but as a driver, you don't, especially vying for a championship, you don't mind that. Like I said, less interference.
Yeah,
A third of the field is who you're really battling against.
We saw that interference today in the Cup Series championship race. Elson Rodrigo in chat talking about how it's kind of sad that Larson didn't end up winning, but that he gave it his all there. You talked about interference. Ross Chastain was a pest. Chastain, of course, won the race. He became the first driver to win a Cup Series finale that wasn't one of the championship 4. Santiago, if Oscar Ramos is here. Vamos, America.
Unfortunately, Oscar Ramos is not in the field tonight. But Edinburgh is.
And yes, Santiago, of course, won the finale over with our friends at Maverick here at Homestead last year. I believe it was a great strategy call for that team. They managed to make it to the end of the race on fuel and took home a victory. Over there in the 09 DeWalt Ford. See Tyler Stallhood in the Exalta Nissan.
Not too many Nissans out here. It's very interesting to see.
Is that an Altima? Can't, not up to date with my Nissan knowledge.
Neither am I.
I know at one point he was driving the Subarus. Zach Rogers there in that number 2 Toyota looking for a win here before the end of the year. Tyler Mallon also there on pit road in the 18. Goodpaster was in the final 6, but it was eliminated after last week's race. Carrying the Good Wrench colors on board his Ford Mustang here tonight. Don't know how that works.
Oh well, you know.
It works, right?
It's like having Corvette parts on a Ford.
Yep. That's at least a little more understandable because it's about like aftermarket parts, like older cars, right? But this is like GM genuine Good Wrench service. You know, it's like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a Chevy, a GM sponsor on. I mean, you never know. Maybe the car is not actually Ford supplied. You never know. I mean, that used to happen back in the day. Like it might be old Michael Waltrip Racing when they started out. They were in a Dodge, but they weren't supported by Dodge.
Hmm.
But if I get a closer look at that car, it might have Ford logos on it. If in that case, then who in the world knows? Hey, sometimes you just take. Sometimes, if a sponsor's willing to pay, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, even if there's a little confliction. I must say, I'm a little sad that the final three, none of them are Fords. That breaks a string of Ford winning the championship as from Truck Series. Ford won the championship. Xfinity last night.
Wow.
Ford won a championship, and tonight, or not tonight, but today, a Ford also won a championship. And the fast finale, there are no Fords going for it.
I mean, I don't know if you just saw, but Randall Coleman just parked his car in Gatorade Victory Lane.
Calling his shot.
Wow. I think that's a little dangerous, don't you?
Oh my! What's dangerous?
There was also a big wreck.
33.
Oh brother. All right, let's get gridded up. Let's get ready to go racing here from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. It's the final race of the FAST Renegade Cup Series season. The Friends of Sim Racers Tour here, finishing things off down in South Florida. Zach Rogers going to roll off with the pole here tonight. Not competing for a championship, but competing for one more race victory. Tyler Mallon to the outside. Mallon, of course, going for the title along with Jovan Anderson, who's lines up in third, and Randall Coleman all the way back in the 7th position.
Yeah, Mr. Coleman, he's a little farther back in the field than he probably would like to be, but he's been here long enough. He knows how to get it done.
Gonna run those pro laps tonight.
Oh, absolutely. There are amateur laps and there's pro laps. And Randall Coleman, he knows about all about the pro laps.
Drivers, start your engines!
As we get the command and engines are fired here from Homestead. Again, it's going to be Zach Rogers rolling off from the pole position in that number 2 Toyota with Tyler Mallon in the 18 to the outside. Jeff Goodpaster in third. I misspoke, with Jovan Anderson in fourth. Joshua Moyers and Denny Carroll in row 3. Row 4, Randall Coleman, John Foreman, Tyler Stallhood, Cody Luke, and Ediver Lealderin in the 09. 11 cars make up this final field of the FAST Cup Series season. Who will take home the victory? Only time will tell. Field makes their way off of turn 4 in front of a sold-out house. 2 of Zach Rogers with control. We're underway here in the season finale for the FAST Renegade Cup Series.
It's a good start. Oh, Jovan gets a little loose. Between 1 and 2. Saves it. What a disaster.
Up the hill, loses a spot to Joshua Moyers in the 68. Moyers goes up into 4th. Anderson back to 5th. Up front, Rogers and Mallon both taking the low line. See Goodpaster already searching up higher in the groove. Randall Coleman the closest to the wall, all the way back in the 7th position.
Randall try to establish that high line. Denny Carroll drifts up in front of him too. It's not quite the fastest way around, but you can probably make it work.
Watch to see
enough
if
practice.
Drivers start moving up there as the tires start to wear away. Mallon giving up time to Zach Rogers, something that we see fairly often with driver number 18 is the ability to save the tires underneath the car and charge in the late run. Goodpaster goes on by for 2nd in the 33. Saw Jovan got by Josh Moyers for 4th. That'll set our championship battle up in the 3rd spot.
See, what these drivers, they got to remember all about the big picture. And as a Blaine fan, that's what was kind of... Oh, Danny Curtis, don't hit that apron. Apron is lava.
That's not the big picture.
That's definitely not the big picture. It's part of the picture, but not the big picture. As a Blaine fan, it was a little bit frustrating watching Blaine push the issue against Chastain. I know he wants to win the race, but big picture, just need a finish ahead of the other championship contenders. That's all it was about. It's nice to win this race too, but it's not the big picture. The title is the big picture.
It kind of shows you where the priorities are for the drivers too. If you see, we'll watch as the night goes on how the 1893 and 9 race with each other versus all the other competitors out there, and that's of course what makes racing playoffs different from that of the stick and ball sports, where you have, in this case, you have 8 other competitors out there on track tonight that they're not racing for a championship. They're racing for one more good finish. They're racing for one more podium, one more win, whatever it may be. Where you have the 3 that are just racing with each other, but also racing within the race. It's a whole cluster of things that we're going to keep our eyes on and keep you informed about at home throughout the night. Single file, though, at the front of the field, it's still Zach Rogers. Cody Luke down on pit, waiting on time.
I noticed that.
An unscheduled stop for the 8 team.
What's going on there? I don't know. He just came down. He didn't sprint or anything. Just forgot to go to the bathroom before he hopped in his car.
Well,
Randall's still trying to make that high line work, probably saving his tires up a little bit. So everybody else pretty much running the low line. Oh, Tyler's starting to, Allen starting to drift high a little bit.
Josh
Well,
Moyers
definitely
applying some pressure to the back of Jovan Anderson too, but
Allen, one of the better ones of learning how to save tires. So whatever he's doing, the other ones might want to follow. Yeah, the top 2 kind of pulled away a little bit. It's a 2-car show at the moment. But that could be just a matter of saving their stuff. Mm-hmm. Top 2 might be pushing a little bit, but the top 2 leading this second group are championship contenders. So just trying to conserve a little bit. It's very early, still got 8+ laps to go.
Mm-hmm. If you're Jovan and you're riding there behind the 18, does it give you a good? It gives you a good gauge of what Tyler's doing, trying to save tires, versus maybe what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. I seem to. I always seem to drive better when I'm behind someone rather than if I'm in front of somebody, because for whatever reason I can just watch what they're doing and I can just mimic it. Mm-hmm. It gives you like that comforting feeling, I guess. But it's yeah. Throughout my career, I'm just better as a follower than a leader. Mm-hmm. Just try to just try to copy what the guy in front of me is doing, and if I can, especially if they're like an established driver. Like one of the top drivers, mm-hmm. And I'm mimicking what they're doing, and it's working. Then, hey, it's all good.
1893-68 on your screens at home. Randall Coleman also kind of entering this fray. Kenny Carroll there close behind the 9 in the 41. Warriors playing nice with these championship drivers right now. We'll see if that how that wears on throughout the night.
Yeah, at this point, a lot of give and take and
caution.
Oh,
First one of the night. Tyler Stallhood slow here in turns 1 and 2. We're going to hope that nothing bad happens. Sometimes when we watch these replays, bad stuff happens.
The 09's got a little bit dangerous too.
Replay 09. Looks like he spun right in front of the 7.
Big contact for the 09. Up in the air.
Look at that. Oof.
On top of the safer barrier too.
I was going to say,
the safer barrier's there too.
I was riding that safer barrier a little bit. That brings out our first caution here on lap 13. Give all these drivers an opportunity to reset. Gives us a great opportunity to remind you folks at home some great racing action coming up here on JTN, Hope Racing Cup Series. Heads to Martinsville Tuesday at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Then the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series heads to Indianapolis on Thursday, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And Maverick Cup Series, Maverick Night in America, returns November 14th from Phoenix at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Those races and much, much more, they're going to be live right here only on JTN.
How about that? Maverick coming back with Maverick Night in America.
How about that?
So Cody Luke's still on pit road.
Something's wrong with that 8 team.
Maybe something more in the bathroom break.
Also, on November 15th, we'll have our friends over at Fuel. Limited tire sets here at FAST. Looks like the 9 car are going to elect just to do fuel only when the race off pit road. Everyone else taking 4 tires here. Their first chance down pit lane.
Yeah, all these drivers, they've been running fast for a little bit, so at this point, they should be well aware that there's a 4 tire limit. Not 4 tires, but 4 sets of tire limit. You start, well, I guess technically 5. You start out with the ones that you have on, that's 1 set, and then you have 4 other opportunities to change. I hope I got that right. It's either that or 4 sets total. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've raced here.
It's been a while.
Yeah, been a while.
Been a while.
That's the thing drivers gotta be aware about is the tire set limit. Do not want to put yourself in a pickle by pitting early and often. And if you do, well, at least just big. Nothing wrong with topping off a little bit. Never know.
Well, I think we're about to see what tires mean here with this 9 car of Coleman. He'll be the control car for the restart. Roger's going to be to the inside. Tyler Mallon and Jovan Anderson, the other 2 of the championship 3 on row 2. Good Pastor, Moyers, Carroll, Foreman, Stallhood, and Durant.
Yeah, Yona's got a bit of a Hank Hill booty going on. They tore the back off that car. He hit that hard. I believe it.
Has a what going on?
Bit of a Hank Hill booty going on back there.
What does that mean?
Yes, no behind. They tore the back. They cut it off. They got no behind back there. It's gonna be a little loose.
A little bit.
And it's I took a few laps around here and it's loose on entry. So hopefully the 09 is prepared for that.
Coleman with control here for the restart. Ready Camry pace car will give way. 3 Toyotas behind the Chevy of Coleman. Going to need to click off some pro laps here on this restart. Into the Geico restart zone. Back away we go. Green flag out here again at Homestead.
Bit of an even start.
Even start on the front row. 2 car of Rogers going to be able to pull clear of Coleman. Mallon as well. There goes Anderson in the 93. I think this 9 car is going to be falling back. Might even be free falling here, Sean, on the restart.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, if you fall a little back, gives you an opportunity to save a little more. Hopefully these guys, I'm just hoping these guys push it a little more. If they push a little more, and you save a little bit, and this thing goes green, this could fall into Randall Coleman's hands. It's going side by side to the lead. Zach Rogers gets it, and he shuts the door, going into 3.
Battle still on for third. Jovan Anderson inside. Good passer, trying to make that middle groove work. Wasn't able to get by the 93.
Early on in the race, it's also good to establish what line works and what doesn't, especially for like your driving style. If you're more of a high line guy, maybe try to establish the high line, see if it works. If it doesn't, well, try to go low, see if that works. It's a good passer, making good use of the middle line. And
he'll be there.
He's still on the corner.
Good passer outside Anderson. It's like, oh, we're gonna have to let the 33 go. Now 33 gonna heat up the back bumper of the 18.
Putting pressure on these championship guys.
You can't just let. You can't just pull over for him.
I mean, no, it's a race, and it's not just a 3-man race either. It might be a 3-man race for a championship, but it's not a 3-man race for this race. You still gotta put a little bit of effort in. You can't just.
We got 7 other guys out there trying to win, right?
Absolutely. I'd be doing. You know what? I'd be doing the same thing if I was out there. I'm trying to get myself a checkered flag.
33 takes over second. Randall Coleman continuing the free fall through the field. Tyler Stallhood to the inside of the 9. I don't know if I like the call from the 9, Sean. I think that was I think that was playing chess when all you got to be doing is checkers right now.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's early on. Randall tried something. Maybe see how no tires would fare against newer sets of tires. But at the same time, Randall saves the set. You never know how the end of this race can play out. But hey, sometimes live and learn. At least still got about 70 laps. But we are 24 down, so they're ticking.
They're moving.
They're moving.
They're grooving. Boogie Nights.
They're moving, and they are definitely grooving. So who's not grooving? Cody, look, it's still on pit road.
Oh man, Cody. I just hope he's okay.
I guess he alright, didn't he? Randall's still falling back. He's getting pressure from the 70 of John Foreman.
Also further in front, Denny Carroll to the inside of Joshua Moyers. This for 5th. 41 will take the spot away.
So far in front, it's turned out like the last run. The 2 and the 33 kind of pulling away. Has Zach Rogers led all the laps so far?
Not all of them, because the 9 had some under caution.
That's right.
But the majority of them.
There's the ones on the green flag.
Just the ones that are important.
And I don't think Mr. Rogers minds that. I think he'll like to keep that lead for a little bit. Whether it's green, whether it's white, or whether it's checkered. Prefer checkered. Oh, did Randall get the wall back here? Almost. It's tough times for the nine car. He could definitely use a caution at some point.
Like I said, I think he was just trying to be too smart for his own good.
Yeah.
I will, I thought he was out down and out last week at Martinsville, and he ended up winning the race, punching his ticket to the Final Four. But I worry.
Yeah. At the same time, I mean, I've known him from a long time. Can't count that nine out. He'll still find a way. It ain't over. Ain't no. I don't hear no bell.
You don't hear no lady singing?
I hear no bell. No, I don't hear anybody singing. I ain't singing.
Just about a third of the way into this one, JTN's coverage of the FAST Renegade Cup Series wrapping up here tonight from the Homestead-Miami Speedway Championship finale. Currently, Zach Rogers leads the race. Tyler Mallon in the 18 leads the championship 3. So glad you're joining us here tonight. I'm Joe Towanski, joined by Sean Whitehill up here in the booth. Bristol working the controls. Our producer, he is the best dog in all of sim race broadcasting.
Heck of a crew chief, too.
Oh, let me tell you. He got you a couple wins, too, up on the box, huh?
Absolutely. He won this season.
Oh.
That was actually my last race here at FAST.
Oh, 4 minutes to Tyler Stallhood. Stallhood hard to the outside wall. Caution going to be out for the second time here tonight.
Ah, no. Not a good night for that Exalta machine.
Not a good day to be an Exalta car. All you know is loss. Saw the contact live. You see it there again. This is what Randall Coleman needed, was another caution to make all these drivers come back down pit lane. And that's kind of what I'm seeing too. Else Rodrigo in chat saying, interesting to see the bottom still working this far into the run. Important thing to watch, that we really haven't seen a need for these drivers to migrate up the racetrack. Normally you do. I don't know if that, Sean, I don't know if that would be concerning to you as a driver out there. I know it would be to me, that it doesn't seem to be the maneuverability in the racetrack as the tires go away.
Yeah, one thing you don't want when the tires start going away is to just become a one-lane racetrack, because it's not very easy to pass, especially if it's a one-lane groove. Preferably you like 2 lanes. I thought the middle lane and even the top lane would work a little bit. Top lane, I know from practicing a little bit, not the fastest line, but it does save tires a little more. It does save it saves the right front a little more. So I don't know. Maybe drivers should start utilizing that a little bit. Maybe get to a point where you can start passing later in the run. Some guys run low, some guys run high.
Race off pit road, good pass for Malin Moyers. Leave all foregoing tires. Else behind him taking 4. Sean, you can correct me on that if I am wrong.
Yeah, with 33, all took fuel. The 2 took 4. Definitely some interesting strategy being played. Yeah, Malin fuel only.
So we'll get double file here. Goodpaster, Malin, Moyers. All no tires on those cars. 1, 2, 3. Goodpaster with control. Going to elect to take the outside line here. Rogers, Anderson, Carroll, Coleman, Foreman, Duran, and then Stallhood. Stallhood with damage on that car from the last incident. Contact with the 70. Malin leading the way in the final 4. No tires on the 18. Anderson and Coleman with tires. So now Joven, kind of the one at odds, has one less set than his fellow Championship 3 competitors. We'll kind of keep an eye on that as the night wears on. At least one more pit stop here tonight. I believe probably go 28 to 32 laps on a tank of fuel.
Yeah, just about. I was out there, so I was about 30, about 30 laps to the tank.
So, be an interesting watch here with 60 to go. Should be good on one stop, but you're going to be stretching it just a little bit, just a hair.
Just a little bit.
We'll probably do it, though, as the pace kind of wears down. But Toyota Camry pace car is in, gives way to the Ford of Jeffrey Goodpaster. And green flag. We're back underway here. Malin with a great restart on the bottom. Goodpaster getting a bump from Rogers.
As we've seen on, about got through wide per second. Oh,
The patience might wear thin here with the 2. Rogers, big dive to the inside. A Goodpaster for second. Heading into turns 3 and 4. 2 car going to be clear for the position. Here comes Joven Anderson now going to try to sneak his way to the inside of the 33. Dove in front of the 68. Anderson going to go through for third.
So far, it's been the Zach Rogers and Goodpaster show. Allie's championship contenders, they want a little bit of extra camera time.
It looked to be 3 wide there for a second down the back straightaway. Now Moyers to the inside of the 33. Has Coleman and Foreman in tow behind. Coleman on new tires. Moyers and Goodpaster on old ones. Pass for the lead. Rogers goes back to the top spot. Now Malin going to have to fend off Joven Anderson in the 93 as Coleman further on back, getting close there with the 68. And Moyer's going to get taken 3 wide here down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Coleman in a hornet's nest right there. He's able to get clear.
John Foreman backing off, giving those 2 some room, especially considering the 9 and what's on the line for the Napa team here this evening. Up front, battle for second brewing. Here comes the 93 sneaking to the inside, getting some fresh air on the nose of the Amakosh Toyota. Anderson now inside of Malin for the second spot to take the championship lead. He'll do it here off of turn 4.
And he gets it. Danny Carroll right behind. It's like he's might try to. Oh, no.
How does Denny navigate this now? Sandwiched in between our championship 3.
Well, he's just got to hope to not make a mistake. Hopefully not to interfere too much about the championship. But at the same time, like we talked about earlier, don't mull over. It's still a race. You still want to finish as high as you can.
He's still racing here.
Yeah, he's still racing. He's peeking. He's trying. He's looking.
Coleman gonna look to the outside.
All this peeking and looking is bringing Randall Coleman back into the fray. Is Coleman trying to do it on the outside? He's been trying to make the outside work all race. Trying to get that runoff. Not this time.
Not that time, and Denny also kind of got to the inside of Malin for a spot, so they're all sandwiched here. See Coleman way wide now. Gonna maybe try to get to the outside of the 18,
Denny
41
moves.
around.
Oh no, hard in the wall. That's not what they wanted to go.
John Foreman also collected up in this one.
Form barely gets into it. Just got the nose. And it's enough just to send him around. And then he just loses it. Earlier he was tapping that apron. That's definitely not where you want to be, but this time it
was too much.
Yeah, just too much. He didn't clip the apron though, but just one of them deals.
Just one of them racing deals.
Just one of them racing deals.
Expect those cars to pit. Everyone gonna pit. Watch the tire strategies play out here. Coleman staying out again.
Well, unfortunately, this run was a little shorter than the first run. So maybe staying out might not hurt him as much as it did the first time around.
Fuel only for Joven. 2 tires on the 2. 2 tires on the 18. Now 4. I don't know why. Did the 2 car take 2 tires?
I didn't see it get jacked up. I think
Okay.
took fuel.
All right, that makes sense. I was like, you can't be taking 2 tires. Can't be using up a set.
Nah, unfortunately with the set rule, you can't combine sets. You can't take 2 and then take one, take 2 tires later. That doesn't count as a full set. That counts as 2 sets. To be honest, it would work like that way, but it does not here. So it's interesting to see if Coleman's coming in this time. I was just about to say, of the championship contenders, only Malin with fresh rubber for this run, but that might not be the case as Coleman comes in late. He wants to play a little more conservative. Maybe just wants to start back there, let everything weed out, save his stuff a little bit, and pounce late. Or just to top off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think just top off, probably trying to save that set.
As Denny Carroll retires from this. And Cody Luke might have 2. I don't know. He's still sitting there.
Is Cody Luke still on pit lane?
He is still in pit lane.
Interesting.
All right, 50 to go this time around.
Oh boy.
They take the green. Almost halfway through this thing.
Here we go. Green flag. We're back underway. Lap 45 at 94.
Slow start for the 09. Gets up high out of the way.
Oh, Stallhood loose at the back.
So 93 will take the lead. Malin looking for third.
Players there in the 68 outside. It was a heartbreaker for the 68 team last week, not being able to advance to the final 3.
Rogers looking high. Can't quite get the run off. Boys, oh, looking low. Can't quite get the...
Oh, contact!
In the wall, Moyers.
I want to see a fight.
I like fights.
Moyers is too nice, though.
Yeah. If Moyers throws a punch at you, you really had to take him off.
They're side by side there for second as Rogers going to lose a spot. The 18 now going to try not to lose a spot to the 33, a good pass. There's two of the championship three now out, 1-2. Holman in the 9 still mired back in traffic. Good passer completes the pass. So Rogers, furthest back we've seen him tonight this deep into a run. Now going to look to the inside for third as Tyler Mellon trying to find a way around Joe Van Anderson for the lead and the championship lead.
They're 2 by 2, almost 1 by 3 as it gets close off of 2 within 3.
So Tyler back to the top spot. Anderson second. Zach Rogers back into third. Further on back, Randall Coleman looking to the inside of Tyler Stallhood for fifth. Good passer also inside of Zach Rogers as Rogers trying to go to the outside of Joe Van Anderson. Coleman able to complete the pass there on the 7. He's up into fifth as they're going to be 3 wide for second into turns 3 and 4. Not where you want to be if you're Joe Van Anderson. You're racing for a title and you're like, why are these guys racing me like this? Especially because one's a teammate.
Oh, that's a teammate. Now you don't want your teammate taking you out. That's not that would just be an awkward team meeting that week. You don't want to have a Richard Childress situation.
Oh, you don't? We never we never had one of those, did we?
What? At Team Twinsky?
Yeah.
Or not?
I don't think so.
I can't recall too many times we got into each other. One time I recall was Pocono a couple years ago, but I know that was our own doing. Fun times. But no, fortunately, I've not had too many dust ups. I mean, we can cause a dust up.
Nah, we're good. Bristol says we don't need tear. Oh, we got a crash. John Foreman around to the back of the pack. No caution. Still no caution. 70 gonna get back rolling. Get you a replay because the field has kind of singled out. 70 car just spins all by himself. The 09 gets by, no contact, so self spin.
Good avoidance by the 09 there.
I forget. We do manual yellows here. Technically, kind of. All these weird rules. Van Anderson has fallen back to fourth, now trying to fend off Joshua Moyers for that spot. Moyers looks to the inside here off of turn number 4.
Moyers trying to make another move on Jordan on the outside. Definitely something the 18 wants to see. I would like to see his fellow championship competitors in a bit of a battle behind him. As Moyers completes the pass. There's Coleman just kind of chilling all by himself. Unfortunately, a little too far back to get any benefit of the draft, so might hope for another caution.
We're past the halfway point in this one from the Homestead-Miami Speedway season finale for the FAST Renegade Cup Series. And thank you folks enough at home for tuning in here tonight. Tyler Mellon leading right now, also leading the championship. Devin Anderson back in 5th. Randall Coleman behind him in 6th, but by a healthy margin. The end is nearing for these drivers here. Saw Rogers get into the wall there off turn 4, really pushing the issue right now in this 2 car. Thank you, Furco. Make sure if you haven't already, folks, click the like button on the video. Again, doing it helps support us so much here on JTN. As always, can't thank you enough for your support.
Oh, Moyer's trying to take 3rd away from Good Pasture. Let's clip the apron there.
Well, he's trying.
Got them tires right on the line. I can't quite get it done that time.
He's trying, albeit unsuccessfully, but he's trying, Sean.
Hey, I appreciate the effort.
A for effort, C for execution. Thank you,
That's right
Brian.
there in my grades. Hey.
And remember, folks, for every time we see in chat, Bristol is a good boy, Bristol gets a pat on the head. Here come the Bristol is a good boy from Brian. I have to get a bot that counts those. Good Passer was looking low, now looking high to the outside of Zach Rogers. That allows Moyers to get to the inside on corner exit in the 68. Oh my.
A little farther back in the field, the 09 hit the ball off the floor. I know that car is evil right now. It's
Look
not
at it.
doing
What did you say? It's Hank Hill?
It's, yeah. He's got a handful right now. Yeah, the Hank Hill booty ain't doing it for the DeWalt car.
Up to 21 head pats, 22. Oh man.
That's a lot of pats.
That's a lot of head pats.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Good passer inside. Zach Rogers here for 2nd.
And Moore's going to try to follow. See if we can get him. See if we can at least get him off of 4. Yeah, looks like he will.
He will. This 2 car is falling.
Ooh, 93 pushed up just a little bit, had to back off. First time all night, the field might be dealing with a little, well, I wouldn't say lap traffic, but a slow car up ahead. It would be the 70 of John Foreman.
Bristol will need an ice bag for his head.
Oh!
Rogers
Zach
down pit
Rogers
lane.
pitting.
Yep.
Pitting.
We're in the window. We are in the end game now.
Oh boy, pit stops.
Nah, that's not a good impression.
I don't want to yell.
Fair enough.
Gotta save that for the end.
Yeah. Kathy now getting in on the Bristol is a good boy. Let's go.
Oh no, I've lost my feed.
That's okay.
I can simply just look out the window here, but I don't like it. I like looking through the screen.
The window's kind of dirty. They didn't clean it for us, you know? They clean it for the
Right.
NBC guys, but not for us. Moyer's looking inside. It's really battle for seconds. The only one we have on track. Everyone else kind of in their own area code. So good pass, they're able to fend off and now start to pull a little bit of a gap there on Joshua Moyers. Talked about Zach Rogers short pitting. He's short pitting by quite a few laps. Would think that he'll cycle out with a decent lead on these guys with the way fall off is. Cody Luke is now spinning his rear tires on pit lane. But he is still parked.
Burn it down, Cody Luke.
That's your Cody Luke update. We are unsure what is going on with the 8 car. Closing in on 20 laps to go here from Homestead.
The 09 is coming down for pits.
9 car now off of pit lane. Surprised Randall didn't try the short pit a little bit earlier, but he gained even more of an advantage. Joshua Moyer's now down pit road, smoking the tires, and he's gonna miss it.
Oh no! Oh no, that's not what he wanted to do.
Quickly getting back up through the gears, but Sean, that is going to be a costly mistake for the driver of the 68.
That's I've been there before. That's not a good feeling.
At least he didn't
Well,
Larson it.
At least he didn't Larson it. But that's going to cost him a ton of time.
The fact that we now have a new meeting to committing Larson.
Gets down this time. A lot of smoke. Gotta get down to 45 miles per hour, and he did. Yeah. Larson definitely leaves his mark here. Whether it's the Larson line, just ripping the top, or Larsoning and smashing the sand and water barrels. He knows how to make his presence here at Homestead.
Makes his presence felt.
Makes his presence felt. Oh, development. Cody Luke pulling off of the pit road.
Oh my goodness.
I think he can make up 71 laps.
You think so?
I think he can do it.
If anyone can, Cody Luke can, right?
Absolutely. It's that power that Dale Jr. machine is running.
Still waiting on these last pit stops from our top 3. Owen Anderson has lost a lot of time to the top 2. That is not good. Under 20 to go here from Homestead. Tyler Mallon leading the points, leading the race. Still has to make that final pit stop.
Yep, and it should be very, very soon. We are about 30 laps into this run.
And the real watch, though, is between the gaps between the 9, the 93, and the 18. That's for the championship.
18, he's still pulling off some good laps. Last time he ran a 30.7, whereas Joven ran a 31.1.
What did the 2 run? As the 18 comes down pit lane.
Let's see, the 2, he ran a 30.1 his last time around.
Wow, okay, so not really that much of a difference.
As the leaders, they have come in. And John Foreman.
John Foreman. He's had a tough night.
Yes, he has.
So let's find Zach Rogers in the 2, because this is what we're watching to see where this 2 car is gonna cycle compared to the 18 and the 33. So Rogers now going into turn 3, 18 and 33 still on pit lane. Remember, you got to use the access road here exiting. Makes that pit lane a little bit longer.
Alright, now a good faster just exiting.
And the 2 gonna have a healthy margin.
Oh, yeah. Now let's see if we can keep it.
Only needs to do it for about 16 more laps here.
There's not a whole lot of fall off here, so I think you can do it.
You think so?
I think you might be able to.
Kevin Anderson now leaving pit road, so he's going to lose some time to the 18. Joshua Moyers was able to get ahead of the 33, a good passer. Randall Coleman, though, still decent margin back. Tyler Mallon.
Rogers just ran a 30.215, whereas Mallon's first full lap around a 30.246. But probably just still warming up the tires. I would not be surprised if Tyler gets into the 29-second bracket. He hasn't all night. He's got close. Mallon will be it's time to go. You know, you're going to be trying to push it, try to keep that margin over him and the other 2. There's now Randall Coleman is now second in the championship now. He's gotten around Joven.
Yeah. And Josh Moyers looks to have some pace in the 68. Although here comes good passer looking to the inside for second.
Ooh, good passer. He's moving. He had a 29.7, his fastest lap, and that's the fastest lap I've seen on the board.
Wow. 29.7?
29.7.
Really pushing it here in the late race.
Yeah, it's go time. Ain't that much time left. About 12 to go now.
We're coming down to the end of this one here at Homestead, folks. Again, make sure if you haven't already, drop the like, subscribe, follow. Can't thank you enough for tuning in here tonight. 11 laps remain here in the FAST Renegade Cup Series 2023 season. Tyler Mallon with the race lead, with the championship lead, the number 18. Or I'm sorry, not the race lead, because Zach Rogers is leading the race. But Tyler Mallon with the championship lead, sitting in second. Rogers with a huge lead, 5 seconds, with 10 laps to go here at the line.
Yeah, Mallon caught him by 0.3 that last time around. Let's see what this time. Gap still about 3/10. I don't think that's going to be enough to get him, but you know what? I don't think Mountain cares about winning the race. I mean, nah, he probably still cares about winning the race, but like I said earlier, big picture.
Big picture.
It's not about winning the race tonight.
Second place in terms of the championship pays just as good as first here in the race.
Absolutely. As Randall Coleman, not even. He needs a caution.
He needs a caution. Jovan Anderson needs a caution.
Needs a caution. Jovan is catching Randall a little bit.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You finished second versus third in the championship, that don't matter.
No. Nobody remembers who finished second.
No one's going to remember that Kyle Larson finished second.
Yeah.
Heck, no one's going to remember that Christopher Bell was even in the championship 4.
Hell, when I turned the race on, he wasn't even in the race. I woke up late. Well, within the next few laps, Rogers will be dealing with 2 lap cars.
Cody Luke in the number 8. First time we're really seeing him on track since the start of the race. There he is. Yeah. Edver in the 09. Nice of Cody to at least finish the season, you know?
Yeah. This won't. Well, there's still laps on the board. So there's still time
What
left.
if?
But at least right now, I'll be going around with a DNF to finish the season out.
What if everyone in the field except the 8 car right now, like, wrecked out?
Oh my.
We would be here for a while, wouldn't we? Welcome in, Tristan. Don't forget to hit the like button. And also, folks at home, be like Tristan. Watch Fake Racers podcast this week over on JTN2. You can also listen to it on your favorite podcast platforms. You can listen to what our thoughts going into the championship were. I think we kind of called our shots over on the Fake Racers podcast over who we thought the championships or the champions would be. Ford did sweep all 3 National Series drivers and owners championships, I believe. Don't quote me on the truck one.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Theoretically, wouldn't that be something? Well, I don't know. They don't have Fast doesn't have green light checkers, but imagine if there was a late caution and this just turns out like the Truck Series finale.
Oh, please, no. Never again. I never want to be up till 1:30, 2 o'clock watching a truck race ever again. Especially that kind of truck race. That was horrendous.
That was one of the Truck Series races of all time.
3 to go.
Well, Mountain has cut down to 2.2 seconds behind Zach Rogers. But with 3 laps left, I don't think that's gonna.
But it will be enough.
Rogers, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Rogers got to put up just 3 decent laps left. That's all he needs to take home the chip flag.
Will be enough, though, for Malin to take home a championship. Now 2 laps remain here at Homestead.
Rogers isn't catching the 2 cars in front of him as fast as I thought he was, so fortunately I won't be out of the way. Or in the way, rather.
White flag in the air. Last lap presented by Death Craver. It's your Death Craver 1 to go. Go get the book out now on Amazon. Death Craver spelled with a K. Zach Rogers, author and race leader here tonight. Half a lap left here from Homestead to close out the FAST Renegade Cup Series Championship. It's going to be Zach Rogers through turns 3 and 4. He'll take home the race. Victory Rogers, your race winner, and Tyler Mallon's your 2023 Fast Renegade Cup Series champion.
And he gets it. See, I knew my pick would do it.
Rogers, your race winner. Mallon, your second place finisher. Good pastor rounds out your top three. We'll talk with all of our podium finishers. Warriors congratulating the driver of the 18 there. Rogers burns it down.
All right, go burnout battle.
Burnout battle?
Oh, will they do the nose to nose?
I don't know.
I think Mal's setting up for it.
Mallon wants to do it. Oh, here comes the 7. Whoa.
Yeah, and then
Tristan, I don't know why you're trusting in Randall Coleman, because... Oh! Tyler wants to do it, but no one else does.
we look giving Mal a high five.
There you go. Alright, so Zach Rogers is gone. Tyler Mallon, your champion here, burns it down for the fans at Homestead.
It's the flag man's waving a caution flag. I think it's a little too late.
There's too much
Randall.
smoke, you know?
Too much smoke, can't see nothing. Randall and Jovan wanted to see that yellow flag a little bit earlier.
A little bit earlier, yeah, just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit earlier.
Tyler Mallon, your race winner here from, or your second place finisher, but your championship winner from Homestead. Zach Rogers, your race winner. Again, we're going to talk with our top 3 finishers, including your 2023 Renegade Cup Series champion here at the Forensic Sim Racers Tour. Folks, stick around. We'll get results on your screens here in a few moments, but before we do, let's get a quick word with our friends from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear, because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim Mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in Owner Mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. Again, folks, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam. We encourage you to go check it out. Available now for $9.99. Steam sale incoming, most likely. AutoSim 2 now out on Steam. Let's go ahead and head on down into Victory Lane and talk with the driver of the number 2, Zach Rogers, leading 50...
Hey, yo, give me the champagne. Where you at? Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, 50 laps led tonight, Zach. I mean, dominant performance.
What? Only 50? What? I thought it was more.
Dominant performance here tonight. How important, though, was the strategy there at the end to pit about 10 to 15 laps before the other drivers that were up inside the top 3?
We would have been a dead duckling in the water if we didn't do that. I do not like undercutting like that, but it had to be done, Joe.
How tough was track position and kind of, it seemed like it was one lane, say, inside line being dominant. How tough was the track position battle?
I don't think the track position was the issue. I think it was, we've got limited tire sets here at Fast. And, we had 2 cautions about 15, 20 laps apart. And if the trend, then we had the 3rd caution like 6 laps after. And if the trend continued, we were going to be out of tires with if there was a caution with 20 to go, we would have been SOL. So, I mean, you had to pit there on that last caution and not take tires, and it kind of forced our hand into pitting right when we got in the fuel window.
Pit when you get into the fuel window, you get out to about a 5.5, 6 second lead. How much was it about managing the gap back to the 18 and the 33 versus just kind of running your own laps and being in your own little world there at the end?
There was no managing. It was just go, 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 and hope he don't get you. Because he had a draft and I didn't. I was hoping I could get up to the 8 and the 09, but it just didn't happen. So we got lucky. If there were 2 or 3 more laps, he would have got me.
Well, Zach, he doesn't. A big victory here tonight for you and this 2 team. Congratulations on ending the season on the right note. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car, great folks and things to shout out. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yeah, Joe, I love winning at Homestead. Woo! Got to shout out Corsair, RJ Bishop for painting this scheme. Shout out Digital Storm. Shout out to my internet for not sucking tonight. Thank you, Comcast, for once. Thank you guys for streaming this. Cool to see Sean in the booth. What's good, Sean? Heck yeah. I didn't say the other word. We're good. Heck yeah. Almost pulled his Malin there for a second. He can say the other word he said a couple weeks ago again. Thank you to Randall for putting on this league. Been a ton of fun. This makes 6 wins on the season, I think. I don't know. I lost count. Yeah. Gotta thank my wheel and my pedals and all the good stuff. Thank you for the partnership again with Death Craver 1 to go. Check out Death Craver on Amazon. And congrats to Tyler Mallon on the championship. He did it better than Bobby Labonte.
Well, Zach, again, congratulations on ending the season with the victory. Again, can't thank you enough for your partnership here, sponsoring our 1 to go segment. And again, buddy, congratulations on the win. Go celebrate this one into the offseason, and we hope to see you and this 2 team competing for a title here at Fast in 2024.
Oh, yeah, we going to go shotgun some beers, but unlike Cole Custer, I'm not going to cut my finger.
Heck yeah. Zach Rogers, driver of the number 2, your race winner here tonight from Homestead. Let's go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher, driver of the 33, Jeff Goodpaster. Jeff, you got a copy?
Yeah, Joe, got you.
Hey, man, I mean, 3rd place finish to end the year. You had, it felt like race-winning pace there. But the strategy call at the end to kind of stay out a little bit longer than the 2, you and Tyler not able to catch up to him. What was that really at the end of the day, was that the big difference there to kind of keep you out of a shot at competing for the victory here tonight?
Honestly, I was going to go with Tyler no matter what happened, because I was thinking, okay, maybe he has a better strategy and I'm just going to follow him. Well, after the pit stop, I was going to help him get up to Zach. We were catching him quick. And just maybe a couple more laps more, we probably could have had him. But yeah, that was the strategy that I was going to work with Tyler at the end.
Obviously, last week it was a disappointing round of 6 exit for you in this 33 team. How were you able to kind of reset and go into this week with a clean slate, knowing that it was just all about competing for a good finish, a race win, and kind of to take that sour taste out after last week and being eliminated and turn it into a positive thing here tonight?
Oh, believe me, last week left a sour taste in my mouth because I wanted to hit my head up against my bedroom doors so many times. but nah, it was more of a stress reliever more than anything, so I could just go into this and just test all week and focus and do what I did today.
Who's more mad, the folks at Ford or the folks at Good Wrench with the car tonight? Or are they both happy?
I think they're both happy.
Okay.
This one was just a tribute to Kevin Harvick.
Okay.
My favorite driver, but yeah, it's his last night today, so I figured, you know what? I want to see if I can't do what he did.
Was that emotional today for you? I gotta ask.
Well, when I watched the race and I seen that his 2 kids got on the radio and wished their father good luck, that kind of made me a little bit emotional. So,
Enough. Well, you're gonna get to hear plenty of him next year up in the Fox booth. I'm looking forward to it, especially. I don't know if you got a chance to watch his post-race interview. And folks at home, I highly encourage, because what Kevin said is what I've been wanting to hear from these announcers for a while. But Jeff, a great run for you and this 33 team here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give the opportunity. I got great partners on the car, got great folks supporting you. The floor is yours. You know what to do, buddy.
I want to thank my last sponsor, SNHU, for letting me do this for one race to pay a little tribute to Harvick. And I want to thank Goodrich for coming on board because that was his first sponsor when he took over for the late Dale Earnhardt. And also want to thank my wife. She's home right now, but asleep. But I'm about to go wake her up because we're about to go celebrate our 2-year wedding anniversary from Halloween. So since we couldn't do it because of work. But I want to thank her for letting me do this and kind of enjoying the night a little bit.
Well, Jeff, congratulations on the great finish here tonight. Congratulations on the 2-year anniversary. Here's to many more. And again, as always, pleasure getting to talk to you. And again, can't thank you enough for your time here after a strong run to end the year.
Thanks, Joe. You do a phenomenal job all season long. And can't wait till next year because next year I'm coming out strong.
Heck yeah, I love to hear it. Thank you for the compliment. And Jeff, again, congratulations on the 3rd place
Real
finish.
quick.
Oh.
Real quick, I just wanted I looked back at the stats and you know what, that good wrench power that helped a little bit. You were you laid down the fastest lap tonight by over a tenth.
That's encouraging because I may have to keep this car for next year.
Hey, look at it.
29.7.
We broadcast the pictures and we also help you do the marketing and the PR for the sponsorship. Look at it.
We'll crack open the champagne on that one.
There we go. Jeff Goodfaster, driver of the 33, 3rd place finisher here tonight. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and finally bring in kicking and screaming. We're going to drag him in. The driver of the number 18, your 2023 FAST Renegade Cup Series champion, your 2nd place finisher here tonight, but nobody cares about that part of it. Tyler Mellon. Tyler, do you got a copy?
I got a copy, Joe. What's this about kicking and screaming I hear?
Well, I keep seeing you moving in and out of the waiting room, in and out of the media center. I know you want to go celebrate with the team. I mean, come on, you're the champion. You gotta boast and gloat a little bit about it now, right?
Well, we did win the championship tonight. Ran a really good race. So,
Tyler, let's be real. These other two, they didn't touch you all night long.
Well, they did. Joven was up there. Randall was up there. What do you mean? Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
If you say so.
Come on.
I mean, I wasn't the one watching the race. So.
I just want you to be a little boastful for once because you need to be so proud of this accomplishment. These playoff formats, they're so hard, especially with having the last race be a winner take all situation. I have a feeling I know what your opinion on that is, so I don't necessarily need it, but you can give it if you want. But speak to how tough that is, knowing that you had a very consistent season, and then the mindset into tonight is it's a singular event. It's only one race to prove that I deserve to be the champion here in 2023.
I mean, like you said, you know this already, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of the format because I know that Joven and Randall had way more consistent seasons than I did. But I guess you could make the argument that I finished better when it mattered most. I guess that's what people usually say about this format. So I guess that's what matters when you have this format. It's pretty difficult. You one bad race can just derail your entire playoffs. I was very lucky to win a race in 2 of the rounds, I think. So that definitely helped me a lot, locked me into the next rounds. Without that, I don't think I would have made it, honestly, because I think I missed, what was it, the Charlotte Roval. due to other obligations, unfortunately. But if I hadn't won the race before, then I would have been completely out of it. So it is very tough if you don't win a race in the playoffs to move on to the next round, because, you know, anything can happen at that point. Fortunately, though, we got through them all. Sorry, did I just like start talking when you were about to?
No, you're good. You're good. I was, I guess, second part of my question is, what does it mean to kind of win the championship here at FAST? It's obviously a great group. It's fixed setup. So I know there's a lot of conflicting opinions on that, but at the end of the day, it means everyone's kind of working with the same thing each and every night and each and every week. What does it mean to know that you're the champion of that? And kind of what the lineage or the legacy of the FAST Cup Series with, this being one of the longer tenured places out there right now.
Oh, it means a ton. And I can't speak to how much I appreciate just being able to race in this league again. There was a period of time where I wasn't racing. And I owe Randall so much for letting me come back and giving me a second chance. It's an honor to race with him again. I love being on track with him. I love hanging out with him. I love being on track with everyone in here. And it's just truly an honor to be here talking to you right now, winning a championship in a league that I honestly I didn't know if I was ever going to race in again. But the opportunity to race here is a huge one, and it means so much to me that I was able to come back and just run with this group of guys again.
Well, you make the most of the opportunity, Tyler. 2023 FAST Renegade Cup Series champion. Congratulations on bringing it home, sealing the deal here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car all season long. Great folks to thank that got you here. The floor is yours. More than anyone, you know what to do.
Well, thank you to you guys broadcasting this race. You get a Randall Coleman letting me run again, putting on a show every week. Interstate Batteries for being what?
Thanks, Randall.
Thank you to Interstate Batteries for being on the car. I drove Toyotas all season. I think I drove the same car all season, the Interstate Batteries 18 Toyota. So thank you to Interstate Batteries and Toyota for putting me in this thing. All the guys back at the shop building fast race cars every week, except for that couple week stretch where we just blew up in like 2 or 3 consistent races. That wasn't a very fun time, but luckily didn't have too big of an effect on us. Joven, Zach, everyone here for racing cleanly tonight, letting the championship battle play out without any like huge interference at all. I don't know, but it was a good battle tonight. And I wouldn't have it any other way, but a long green flag run to the end.
Well, Tyler, again, congratulations on the championship. It's, of course, very well deserved. Know it for the folks at home, if you're going to be seeing you race for another championship Thursday night at Indianapolis with our friends over at Bomb Squad. Tristan wants me to tell you that you're the GOAT, that he says you're the GOAT.
Oh, so, thank you, Tristan.
But again, congratulations on the win here, or the second place run, the championship victory here tonight at Homestead. And as always, it's a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you. Again, be proud. You gotta walk the walk. You got the swagger. You gotta.
I'm not really like.
Yeah, you don't.
Gloating.
I just want a little. I want a little more. Yeah. I am the. You know what? I am the
champion.
Okay, all right, there we go.
There you go.
Screaming,
Sorry,
I am the champion.
It's 10:30 at night. So
I know. I get it. But Tyler, again, congratulations. Always a pleasure to talk with you. And again, can't thank you enough for your time. Go celebrate this offseason. We look forward to what 2024 will bring for you in this 18 team.
Thank you so much.
Tyler Mellon, driver of the 18, your 2023 FAST Renegade Cup Series champion. Sean, that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight from Homestead. That's going to wrap up our coverage for the season. First one of these that we're wrapping up here in 2023, and boy, howdy, was it a good one with our friends here at FAST.
Absolutely. Another successful, another good season in the books. I was planning a run tonight and didn't get a car wrapped in time. Well, there's other cars in the shop. Yeah, I had a special one planned for tonight. It was going to be Little Caesars throwback from 10 years ago. I didn't get to run it, but that's okay because I got to still be a part of the race up in the booth with old JoeTow calling a good championship.
Remember, folks, if you want to also get to watch these races, you make sure you subscribe to us here right on JTN. You sound a little resentful that you didn't get to go run out there. What? We didn't get the car wrapped in time, or?
Well, no, actually, not that resentful. I mean, when I did take a few laps out there, I was like 8th.
You're like,
board, so.
You know, it's probably a good idea. I'm not out there. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't like being a back marker. I'll just be up here. I'll be the old. I'll
be
the
up
old
in the
retired
booth.
guy up here.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll be Pete.
But folks, again, if you don't want to miss a second of the action, you got to make sure you're subscribed to us here on YouTube. Click the bell icon. You'll be notified anytime we go live. You can also follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We make race day posts on 2 of those platforms. You won't miss a second of the action. The next time we're live is going to be Tuesday night, Hobo Racing Cup Series action at Martinsville, presented by our friends over at TeamSpeedland.com. Bomb Squad Thursday, and folks, again, with all of that being said, a big thank you to Randall Coleman, the team here at FAST, for putting on spectacular races week in and week out. Can't say enough about what this league has meant to us here at JTN. This is where we got our start. We hope to continue being a part of it in 2024. And again, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague Sean Whitehill, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the triangle. Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wrecking behind him. The cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
Oh, the contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins the ride.